Okay, so this is on type 3 building for Monterey. Let's take a look at the elevations. Okay, so looking at the elevations, right here is where I'm starting my base of my heels, which is a 4-inch heel based on standard heels at 4.25 and 12. Since this is my starting point and the ridge distance is given, this height of this ridge has to match everywhere. The height of this ridge drives the heel height right here. So the heel height is not going to be 3 foot. 3 foot is too high. Maybe this roof was originally drawn at a different pitch, and that's why some of these heights aren't quite working out. Take a look at the work in 3D. So this peak of ridge is meeting at that point. I'm coming out with a 2'4" and 7/16 heel right there, and that is to make the top of that blend with the top of that roof, which then puts a little bit of a heel here because this is offset a small amount from here to here, and this is one continuous plane. This heel being 2'4" and 7/16 is the same thing with this one. All that matches around. Now this heel right in here is basing off of a standard heel on here. Let's take a look. Where did we give it? Yeah, this is a 4-inch heel. On the elevation and the roof plan, they show a break right in here. They also show it like this is a standard heel, when really this should be a raised heel. And the raised heel is being based off of 1'1" and 7/16. And where that comes from is the top of this matching up with the top of this per the elevation. So there we are, matching everything up off of the elevation. Now if this has a heel, this will have to have a heel, because there's no way to make this fascia work in between these two, and there's no way to achieve the same height across this top of the roof to match the same across that roof. There's only a small distance from here to here, and there's no way to achieve the same matching point without this being a heel and then this being standard. We'll take a look at the 3D. So there's what this would look like. Now you can actually get fascia in there to give the look, but this will have to have two separate. It can't be continuous like the elevation looks. Elevation shows it all at the same height. There's no way to achieve that. So this heel and this heel will also be 2'4" and 7/16, and that is at a 4.25 and 12. Now the left and the right elevation seem to be missing some roof, and it will be right in here, right at this point right here, right there. There's two roofs here. One starts out about a foot or 8 inches, 9 inches past this, and we can refer back to this. Okay, so elevation is not showing. The elevation is not showing this roof, and I believe we have a problem there. There's no way to make fascia work for this. You can do a couple different things. Shift this ridge over this way and base the heel off of this, and so at this unit it'll have a raised heel at this point, which will make the fascia blend per the elevation. Which is this. Your fascia will blend, but this line will also disappear. Same thing on the opposite side. You make this fascia blend off of a stub, and this line will disappear. And I'll show you in 3D what that looks like. Currently, this is how much room you have to fit your barge board, and so there is a little bit of height issues right there. My suggestion would be is to base the span off of this wall and then stub everything back, which making the fascia, the height of the fascia all line up. Now I noticed the new CAD file that you sent ends up pushing this whole face back a foot and a half, somewhere in here. So I gotta go back and redesign all this stuff. The problem that I see is pushing this back makes the roof taller in this location, which I don't know how this roof is going to blend. Currently, how you had it drawn, it blended perfectly. And I'll show you right here. So this roof came down, it's stubbed, and then the flat roof was pitching upwards, and that blended with the adjacent roofs. And I know why you did it, because there needs to be more room in between here to access the boilers. So I do got quite a bit of reworking to do to make that thing work now.